Hey Guardians, CloudLXXXV here, and welcome back to Unseen Destiny Rising. I have a very awesome thing to show you guys today. I have found a prototype version of the Gauntlet Blitz power cut area. There are so many differences in it compared to the actual proper Gauntlet Blitz power cut that you can play, and this prototype version. And there's even things that have been completely removed, things that are nowhere else in the game, only in this prototype version. And to be able to do this, you need to have Umeko. You need to be able to have her mission. It's near the end of her little mini campaign. It's called A Game of Cat and Mouse. You can only do it on this mission. I actually spotted this way back during Wolf's campaign, whenever we went up the space elevator for one of his missions. Except, I couldn't get to this place. I couldn't get to it at all because Wolf's mission has barriers, it has turnbacks, all that. In Umeko's one, there are no turnbacks, so I was actually able to get over to this place. I thought it was a set piece. It was not. Turns out it was a prototype version of Gauntlet Blitz power cut. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. So we are in, once again, Game of Cat and Mouse, Umeko campaign mission. We need to get all the way up to the top of the space elevator, so let's just cut the video until we're up there. Okay guys, so here we are in Lanyue Space Station. Now whenever you come out here, it's telling us to go this way. Of course, we're not going to be doing that. We have no intention of exploring any of this area. But I might add, in this mission there are no turnbacks, so you can climb up anything. Apart from here, you can't climb up here, there is still a barrier. There's still a barrier there, still a barrier there, and still a barrier there. But there is no turnbacks, so that's good. So yes, originally whenever I saw this, I thought it was a set piece because we knew that the raid was going to be up here in space, and that you could see it from this mission. There was no way to get over to it, it just looked like a set piece, except it wasn't. There was one thing they put there which clearly they didn't delete. So we can't go that way, we can't go that way, we can't go that way, and we can't go down, but we can go under. So we're just going to jump off here. We have to go under this bit. And right here there is a barrier kind of thing, but if you keep jumping back and forth, you're able to get through it eventually. You just gotta be careful. Ah, there we go. Okay, we got through it. So there's the actual room above us. Can't actually get up there. I mean, there was no point going up there anyway, but all we gotta do is run at the back here, jump out. Now this is where I got to whenever I was with Wolf during the campaign. And as soon as I got out here, there was a turn back. So you could like stand here, the turn back would go away. As soon as you run forward, the turn back starts. You die before you even get close to the end. And that's using abilities. Except here, there is no turn back. But watch this, this is really weird. So there is that. I thought over there, you know, this is all just, you know, background stuff, you know, environmental stuff. Watch this. Oh my god, look at that. What the? Let's do that again. What? That is nuts. Right, we can really see the scale over here. It's weird. Anyway, let's continue. So before you even got close to here, you were dead during the Wolf campaign, if you even knew about that little bit. And when we get here, I thought this wasn't going to be solid until I shot it, And then when I landed here, I was like, oh my god. And there's an entrance. But it looks like space behind it, but it's not. But yeah, you can actually play this mission all the way through normally until you take control of Ghost, and then, not Ghost, sorry, Wolf. Then when you're Wolf, you can come all the way back and you can get here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over to Wolf, and then we shall continue our exploration. Okay guys, so here we are back as Wolf now. Now this is really cool. We're going to look over where we came from. Look, it's completely vanished apart from that green bit over there. Really, really weird. We can still get back over there, of course. Just run, jump into the air, and it comes back into existence. The culling in this game is pretty crazy. So let's just back over again. And it's gone again. Now what's really weird about this is, as I told you guys in the previous video, the game doesn't look great on my phone. I have a very low budget Samsung phone, the A35. But it plays, and it looks decent enough. But what's weird is, if I go into photo mode, when it's static, it just looks better. Look at that. What the hell? It's so weird. It like looks better whenever look at that. But this looks so cool. This bit here we're looking at, this is not present in Gauntlet Blitz at all. This was completely removed. The only place you're going to see this is in this video, or if you come here and do this yourself. See that doorway over there? That's the entrance. You actually start behind that door because it's closed in Gauntlet Blitz. So hold on, let us come out of photo mode. Let's come over to this. This is a strange little device I haven't seen anywhere else in the game. Like, what even is this? Let's go back into photo mode so we can see it in a bit better quality. I'm going to switch to touch controls because my controller is a bit messed up. Like, what is that? Look at that. Like, what is it? That looks awesome, doesn't it? Look how cool that looks. That is sweet. No idea what it is. But it's so cool. But while we're in this photo mode, let's just take a quick little look around. So this is what it looks like. Prototype version. Now we're not actually going to go straight in here, straight away. I'm just going to stop right outside, and then we're going to cut over, and I'm going to show you guys a short video of running around inside Gauntlet Blitz. So the inside that room, all the way to the end, just a brief little run around, just a recap of what it all looks like, and then we're going to see the differences in this prototype version. So let's jump in to Gauntlet Blitz Power Cut itself. Okay guys, so we are loading into it. We're going to turn around straight away. You see that briefly? I actually paused a previous video of flipping around and looking outside. The area I just showed you guys was not out there. There was like a couple of pole kind of things going up there. But you can kind of see through that bit up there. There's like, but yeah, it's not out there. I haven't fully explored this, if there is a way to get out of bounds in Gauntlet Blitz, but if you guys know of one, let me know. But anyway, let's take a look around this room. There's not much differences. That's obviously where we started. The computers look way better in here. You'll see the difference between these computers and the ones in the prototype version. This window, looking out this window, is way different in the prototype version. For one, we don't have catches in the prototype version. You don't have the earth. And also there's no way to get out of bounds in this version here. So let's carry on to the next room. Now, obviously, lighting differences, there's lighting differences everywhere. We're not going to be doing anything in this room, we're just going to be running to the end. We're going to be briefly looking around, jumping, looking around, jumping, looking around. And then I am going to pause it here, and we're going to continue whenever I get through this section. And there we go, we are continuing. Now this is slightly different, there's little differences, especially this bit. I'm going to stop here. You can remember this section here, this little bit here. Right. And we're not actually going to look around this room yet, we're just going to get up to it and then we're going to actually explore it properly after I finish the activity. So, see you guys when the activity is done. Okay guys, so here we are, we have finished the activity, we have 1 minute and 25 seconds to explore. Now firstly, this section here that we first come up to, take a good look at this, look at that, look at the colour of these, look at the size of that, look at the size of that, it's bigger, look at the pattern on it, take note of what's here, i.e. the lack of something. Take note of that. Not only that, let's go up this side. There's one set of stairs, keep that in mind. We're gonna jump over here. Keep how this looks in your mind. Right? We're gonna drop down here, we're gonna go across to the other side. Keep how that looks in your mind. Right? And there's nothing there at all. But yeah, let's jump into the actual thing and you'll see the differences. Okay guys, so here we are back. Let's actually go inside and explore, finally. Of course, first thing off the bat is the lighting. The lighting for the prototype version is obviously not done, it's just, everything was just put together, seeing how they actually wanted it to work out. These computer screens, I mean, hold on. I think they do look a bit lit. No, actually, maybe they look exactly the same. They might have to compare. But anyway, looking out this window is completely different, as you can see. There's like some kind of room which was up there. From out of bounds, you can kind of get close to it. I haven't fully got to it yet. We're actually going to do another video at some point, just doing some out of bounds exploration here because there is so much to do. It's a lot of fun. There's some stuff floating out there. You got those big things. Those big things is actually from the main boss room. Yep. Which is very, very weird. Not only that, we can actually climb everywhere. You can get out of bounds like that, as you can see. There's just holes everywhere, absolutely everywhere. You can get out there. You can run over here. You can just walk around the corner, walk out of bounds. You can even you can climb all the way up. You can climb higher and higher. You can drop straight back down here. You can just jump up there. As I said, there is no turnbacks. There's no height barrier. There's no hard barriers. So if you try this, enjoy, have fun with it. So let's continue now. Continue into this room. This looks like the most identical kind of looking room. I don't think there's anything much changed here. I think it looks exactly the same. I think this was pretty much final. And then they put this into Gauntlet Blitz itself. Because they built it somewhere else. There is no limb flies in here, for instance. It's not the same location. Completely different. Yeah, this looks exactly the same. Maybe subtle changes. I'm not too sure. This looks very similar, apart from lighting wise. Now this is the bit I was saying about to keep an eye on. This bit's different. And also here, you can just get out once again. Now let's get into the other best bit. The best bit obviously was the beginning bit that got removed from a Gauntlet Blitz power cut, but also this bit is so cool because it's so different. So again, you can go anywhere you want. You can start climbing stuff. You can get all the way up there. Yeah, but we're going to be doing that in a different video. Now when we're in here, these things do not work at all. I guess when they were building this, they just didn't code them. This bit is pretty similar. This bit hasn't changed. Once again, it doesn't work, so we can't get up there normally. But there's all this here. This isn't, this stuff isn't here during Gauntlet Blitz. And neither are these random things floating. That's actually what we're going to use to climb up. So here we are. We would come up here, we would be here. So you can see, one, the lighting is completely different. These are different. These have like red things on them, like glowing red, whereas the one Gauntlet Blitz isn't. They're like very, very black. Up there is very unfinished compared to the final. Again, I said keep an eye on these here. So that looks exactly like the one in Gauntlet Blitz. This one does not. The one in Gauntlet Blitz is a lot bigger and it has a pattern on it. That also is not there. That is also not there in Gauntlet Blitz. That's like a collection of boxes or something covered up with a thingy. There's no shields, as you can see. This area is very different. Look at this. I remember I said one tier. So you would come up here. The gravity cannon would be here to send you up to there, which obviously does not look like that in Gauntlet Blitz. It's completely different here. Except now, in this prototype version, it's two-tiered. And you actually have to jump up onto this platform to get to the gravity cannon. So let's just come over here. And this is an actual building. And it's huge. But it's not like a building, we can't go up inside it. So this is not there in Gauntlet Blitz. This entire thing isn't here. It's just a platform with a couple of pillar kind of things with a bit on top of it. So let's go over this side. We're going to drop off, just like in the previous video. We're going to come over here. Once again, this looks so different. This is not in the actual version. This little runway around here is. This middle bit looks pretty much the same, except there was a subtle change on this side. And this entire thing was not anywhere near similar. Nowhere near the same. Now let's get back over here. And on to another thing. Look at this. There's like some platform thing which is connecting everything together. So I don't know, maybe originally they were going to have the boss like sitting on that or something, and then it would raise itself up and start moving around. But the area is very weird because how exactly would it play out here? You would start here, you would attack the boss, I guess. It would go to the right. Right, you would go up to the right hand side. I guess that's where the elite kind of guys, where you get your gun things, would appear. Same goes for there, but it's usually there was a platform on the side here where you could go up and kill them. I don't know. You didn't, yeah, I don't know. But either way, yeah, this is very, very cool. This thing wasn't there either. Let's just climb up on this to get a good look. Look at that. So that's different. This is different. This is different. Even this little bit's different. This is different. That's different. It's usually there. That is all different. That's not, that's different. Everything is different. It is so cool. It is so cool that they left this in the game. And I am so happy that I found this. I didn't think there would be anything significant to find in the game, at least not yet. But this is pretty significant. This is a prototype version of an area in the game, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying Destiny Rising. If you haven't downloaded it yet, and even give it a chance, do it. I mean, it's free. It's free to play. Download it, give it a chance, and even better than that, at the end of the video, you're gonna find my code where you can get some like free rewards. You'll get free pools and free currency and stuff like that. And also, if you're on the European server, that's what I'm on. I'm on the EMEA server. So if you're in Europe or Middle East or Africa, you can join me on this server. You can add me, and yeah, awesome. But anyway, that, guys, that, Guardians, was an unused prototype version of Gauntlet Blitz Power Cut. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, Guardians, this is CloudLXXXV, and as always, thanks for watching.